And chat, and why is... There we go. Okay, cool. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Jenny leClue Detectivu. Which is an adventure, a point-and-click adventure game, I thought. But apparently the game is recommended to be played with a controller, so it can't be point-and-click. I know very little about this game. This is the next game this particular patron wanted me to play after Secret of Monkey Island. I think I've heard of this game before, but I know basically nothing about it. The quit animation is her dead. That's funny. All right, let's check the options. Audio. That's good. Subtitles. Okay, already got that where I want it to be. Visuals, resolution, full screen. Choosing this time limit. Ooh, okay. Show control prompts on. Language, costume, original, Halloween. It doesn't show it right now, so I guess I'll go with original costume. All right, well, let's just get started. I wonder if there's voice acting. Curfew. Arthurton, you'll never want to leave. You'll never leave. Ooh. Watch as that's the difficulty selection. Oh, I'm this person. Okay. I don't have any buttons other than the stick. Okay. Danger, no swimming. Alright, it's log roll time. Oh, it's a boat, not a log. Okay. Going out to meet Edgeworth in the middle of the lake. I don't think that umbrella's doing much for you, buddy. One of the crows slams into him and knocks it out of his hand. I feel like I'm a little tall to be Jenny. Danger, no swimming. Go around the rock. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Let's line this up. Put that across from it. Oh, I know what to do. Up here. Oh, it doesn't go at the same rate. Interesting. Okay. That is not the same rate either. Okay. Not quite. Ha ha! Success! Now the lake explodes. Coming up a submarine? Oh, okay. It's rapture time. Wait, is there a glass bottom to this boat? leClue guy? Oh, that name is familiar. What's that from? Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's what leClue guy's from. Right.
What? Who?
Hey, voice acting.
Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up.
Are you Arthur? Oh, that was in a novel. You're writing about a town named after yourself. All right. All right, buddy.
What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe
Or
I should
will it?
start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town.
1,368 people in it. Even smaller than my hometown.
It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee.
Mr. Bean's coffee shop. Agatha Krusty's. Ah! You'll kill for a taste. Ha! The Great Placebo. Gail and Dan's Bait and Tackle. Is that a reference?
It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny leClue. And she was the world's greatest detective.
Sure she was.
Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then.
Ugh, hold music. It's always grainy and tinny and broken up. In real life.
Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but...
Understand what? Show me the other half of the conversation.
Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
I wonder if there's going to be some interplay between the story and the author changing things as you go. Dear Arthur, he did name the town after himself. Hope all is well. Afraid I've got bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, so I've attached the latest book sales numbers. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news, it's too late for the stores to cancel their orders for the next book, so we're going to give you one last go and see if you can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off. What do you mean you're not a murderer? They're fictional characters. Add some drama. The bottom line is, if you don't step it up, I'm afraid it's a case of Jenny and the last hurrah. In other positive news, someone from a real newspaper finally reviewed your last book. Hack newspaper. Jenny leClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich. The 38th and hopefully last book in a series, which is very much past its prime. 38 books! Well, I guess some mystery writers write that many. Shout out to the murder mystery author who went through the alphabet letter by letter in her titles. Once a collection of mystery stories cherished by children all over the world, Jenny leClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity. Without reservation, worst something. Arthur K. Finkelstein, quality end. The only mystery left in Arthurton is how this trash keeps getting published. This reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book makes a great doorstop. Just like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Wouldn't know a good story if it bit you on the rump. I took the worst bits out. I imagine all this might come as a bit of a shock, but we've got to move with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows, maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about your career. Chin up, though, eh? Richard Inkwell. That's a stage name. P.S. Squash next week? At least you'll have time to work on that backhand soon. Oof! Oh, what's this? Gallery art. Okay. Can I roll it off the table? I can. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Pencil pusher achievement. Letter to Finkelfans, draft. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finkelstein, and here we are at book 38 of the Jenny leClue series, her most joyful adventure yet. Thank you to all the new Jenny leClue fans out there, all 12 of you. You have both been incredibly supportive. Oof! To answer your questions, 1. Despite any rumors you may have heard, of course the Jenny books will continue, as long as there is ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. 2. Yes, it will be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. Page 1 of 5. Bart Attack Gouverts. I'll bet this is Kickstarter backers. That's cute. Oh. More gallery art. Doesn't show me what the gallery art is, though. I can't interact with the keyboard. What's there left to interact with? Oh, I can just exit. Oh, I completely missed the exit
I don't
prompt.
understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years?
38 books in 30 years. That's kind of impressive.
I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer. And you have unleashed my fury.
Well, let's see it.
Good day, sir. Boring? Predictable? Bah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
All right, let's see how this goes.
It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny leClue was dead.
Dead tired. Wait, really? It killed off the main character?
Her skin was pale. Her eyes glassy and frozen.
Is she going to be a ghost detective?
What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No, no, no. Never move the victim.
Mrs. leClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny leClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Okay, this is a fun way to start the story. I like that. Essay on decapitation and dismemberment due next week. Julie leClue. Teaches dumb students, terrible cook, great mom.
But he's doing it wrong. As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us.
But she shouldn't actually speak to us.
But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. leClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me! I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
Ugh.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Ah, but what's the green stain on her mouth?
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh yes, there is. It was murder, and I can prove it.
The case of the dead lab assistant.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data.
I see an art piece.
And finally,
Deduce the real cause of death.
Well, let's get the art.
Approximately 8 sizes too big, and covered in mud.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable.
And full of cuts.
But her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
How many people get to solve their own murder? Daily reminder to play Ghost Trick. Do it. It's so good.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world, and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
More art.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it.
Was that book
since.
32? The ends justify the beans.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
She's like 12. You shouldn't give 12-year-olds coffee. It's bad for them.
Green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
And the
There's
blood
no
stain.
doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
One more clue. Nothing in the hands. I've got the mouth. Where's number 8? Oh, is it one of the cuts? No. I got the glasses, I got the hairpin, I got the mug, I got the sweater, I got the boots. I got the blood. There's one more clue, but what could it be? Oh, hey, Art. Let's look around the edges, I guess. Oh.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it.
Well,
How do
the
I know
muddy
victim didn't
boots.
slip?
Muddy boots.
The victim's boots are filthy.
The green dot on the mouth was a clue, yeah.
They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they? Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
Solve the deduction on the first try is an achievement. Fair enough.
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death? There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Is phosphorus deadly in small quantities?
The case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mud? She was killed somewhere else and carried here.
This is the story of a scorned ex-lover,
Jenny?
the gardener, enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and
You're
chemicals
extrapolating,
through
Jenny.
the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Stay on the test.
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question.
It didn't until now.
And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured there were
Gumboldt?
places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
You did plenty of telling.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
Is it a murder weapon?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The leClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them.
That's fun.
With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
A new journal.
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do.
Flip it open.
She decorated it.
Oh, ha. I love nerds. Let's put that top left. Opening statement. A great detective never gives up. Love,
New
Mom.
adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Oh, I could have changed pages.
Thanks,
Whoops.
Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Yeah.
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Limited eye contact, watery, defensive body language, missing oh no!
Furrowed brow.
I thought it might be something about her dad.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get...
Emotional. I've really gotta go.
no, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I misplaced the students' essays on decapitation.
Oh,
See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
that's not what you were going to
Wow.
ask about.
Case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
I'll help, Mom.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You tell me what you're actually worried about.
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers.
Wow. That's certainly a hobby for a kid.
Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Oh, never mind. That makes more sense.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes!
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny leClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
No.
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble?
I will not stop asking questions. I like questions.
Alright, let's find these papers and get out of here.
Journal updated. It's been a year, but it still hurts. Oh, is this the anniversary of her parents' divorce then? Okay, I can only move left and right.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations.
Ha!
And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
Hey, gallery art! When do I ever get in trouble? An average of 1.26666 times per year, yeah. Okay, there's a run button. Cool.
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Ah! I can't move up or down, just left and right.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Aha! How much gallery art is there going to be? Wait, hang on. There's a paper down there. Hello? Can I interact with it? Oh, hey, more gallery art. Ah!
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
Well, before we try to move the chalkboard aside...
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment. Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
Journal updated. Huh. There's a character profile depending on your choices. Interesting. 1 of 18 pages. This is going to be a substantial game then. Cool. There they are.
Found you.
That's a lot of papers for this little class.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
Yeah, I found everything. I have like 10 hours in this. Well, this will be a fun little game
so
then.
she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Kitty! Whoa!
What the?
Well, I'm not cleaning that up.
I should investigate.
I ain't touching that. Can I examine anything else?
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise.
So tear it all off.
Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos.
Mr. Keeling with Gloria, monthly meetup Stargazer Society, textbooks for sale lightly chewed. Pop-up party project this Tuesday. Missing cat answers to Trevor. Oh,
I wonder if
missing
anyone else reads this junk.
missing cat. I'm sure the cat doesn't answer to anything, but maybe that's one of the cats we just heard.
Hold on. What's this?
Town notice, curfew.
No, extended curfew hours again.
Stay safe, stay indoors, 9 p.m. to sunrise. Please pardon our mess while we improve your power grid. During this period, you may experience the minor inconvenience of daily blackouts.
9 p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town. It was dangerous to be wandering around after dark.
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
Oh, a sticker. Okay. Oh, for my notebook. Sweet. All right, let's go investigate the trash cans. Oh, yeah, another notice board. I can't examine this one. Oh, don't reach into the trash for garbage notes.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash.
Ugh.
To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
So that's the postcards page and why it's multiple things per postcard.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
The case of the puzzling postcard. Kitties!
Hey, you!
Oh,
Oh, hi there.
What are you doing back there?
Well, I was
littering the bush with crystal meth.
but then I discovered the cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually, this is an incredibly rare bloom.
Yeah, what's rare about it?
There's nothing rare about Arthurton.
I beg to differ. Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
Really? Like what?
Mushrooms with eyes that glow in the dark. Berries that emit a bioluminescent mist.
Now that would be cool.
And flowers with nectar as sticky as superglue.
Where? I've never seen any of those things.
Well, believe me, they do exist. I've had the pleasure of seeing them up close.
Cryptid plants, of course.
That's one of the privileges
And mushrooms.
of working for Dean Strasberry in his greenhouse. Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Whoops. Alright, just that. Oh, gallery art. Alright, let's get away from the sound of the pruning shears, because that's driving me batty.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
A party to celebrate the dean's impending retirement.
Everyone wants him gone. Oh, somebody broke the statue.
Left.
Not that far left.
Damn it. What part of left are you having trouble with?
My left or your left?
My left. Obviously, I mean my left. Why would I mean your left?
That's bad instructions.
So you want me to move it the other way?
Yes. Nothing would make me happier. If you're not careful, we're gonna have bronze brains all over the floor.
They seem busy.
Can you imagine somebody making a statue, like a bronze statue, and the inside of the statue has all sorts of bronze internal organs, but they install it without telling anybody or showing anybody that, and it's just like a secret in the statue for 100 years? That would be something.
I should probably lead them to it.
Hey!
Hello, Mr. Stroudsbury. How are you today?
Everyone's surrogate uncle laughs
A
like Santa
jolly
Claus.
gentleman, the dean was often seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
What do you think, Jenny?
The dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt, and the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Stroudsbury.
It's a scary thing, Jenny. Retirement.
Oh yeah, he's definitely about to die.
Great excuse for a party, though. What will you do when you're no longer the dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny.
Dramatic zoom.
Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you mean, we?
Do you think they made my belly too big?
No, they actually made it smaller than yours.
It's probably just a perspective, Mr. Stroudsbury.
You are a clever one, Jenny leClue. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your detective skills?
Every day.
Have I? Of course, always.
Well then, I have a challenge for you. I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
Huh.
At last, a real challenge for Jenny. A fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
Well, okay. Anything for you, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Oh, how wonderful.
But first, I need to ask you a few questions.
The interrogation of Dean Stroudsbury. Well, something just popped. Oh, gallery art. Okay. Powder. Dandruff. No hair. Sugar.
It can't be dandruff. He has no hair. I have a hunch it's powdered sugar.
Gumboldt logo. Basketball game today. #1 fan.
The dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt moonbeams. And not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
How old's his son?
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
How does a guy this old have a high school age son? Okay, so powdered donuts is probably the answer, but I'm going to say it's fried dough, just for the hell of it. I could go for some fried dough, actually. Spoon instead of pen. Forgetful. Under stress.
Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen. It's got a coffee stain on it.
Note. Shaky penmanship. Unusually cluttered. Lots of revisions. Self-doubt.
A bundle of note cards poked out of the dean's pocket.
What's he keeping so close to his chest?
Literally.
You've been making a lot of notes, Mr. Strasberry.
Oh, I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short, and quite right, too. I must have rewritten it 20 times by now. I just can't seem to find the right words.
Missing button. I can't examine the... Oh, I can examine the missing button. Blood. Salty. No, sweet. Seeds. Texture, odor. Fruit. It's jam!
The dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
Okay. Solid gold. Old, like so old, at least 100 years. Family heirloom? Nearly an hour slow.
His watch is slow. That's unlike the dean. He's usually very punctual. Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria. My head's not screwed on today. Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Is your head going to get unscrewed before the game is over?
Oh, really? She didn't mention it.
Literally?
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't. It's nothing important.
Are you dating my mom?
Why are you meeting then?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Your party?
Yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
Are you okay, Mr. Strasberry?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I forget. Now, where were we?
Shiny! Gumboldt logo, class ring, maybe club or fraternity.
Ipsa scientia potestas est.
What does that mean?
Looks like Latin. Your ring sure looks old.
It was made for my grandfather. He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Strasberry family had been champions of education for generations.
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power. The inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny. And nothing is as important as the truth.
Alright, that's 7 of 8 clues. Aha! Alright, is there any more art around? Let's look around. Nope.
For the dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Strasberry.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily
Ah.
calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What? Oh! Hitchhikers. I've been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse. They're beautiful, but the leaves...
What sticky stuff did you think she was talking about, Strasberry?
I will say, I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt.
Oh, no. Really? Really? He's absolutely about to die.
So, what do you think, Jenny? Can you guess what I had for breakfast?
Sure, Mr. Strasberry. I've got everything I need to solve this mystery. What did the Dean eat for breakfast?
I can only pick two. Spoon has a coffee stain on it. Okay, it's a coffee spoon. It's not the food.
Jam on his shirt and powdered sugar on his tie. The evidence points strongly to the Dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
Only 2?
What else can I tell about the Dean's morning?
Morning. Well, he had coffee, his watch is an hour slow, and his shirt was buttoned incorrectly.
The Dean had neglected to wind his pocket watch, the act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off, which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket instead of a pen. You had a donut for breakfast.
Yes?
I'm guessing...
Strawberry like Strasberry.
strawberry.
How did you know?
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast. But something else caught my attention.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Strasberry. You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My, you really are a leClue. Your father would be so proud.
Thanks. Well, I should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
Oh, that's who
And
Keith
I'm
is.
meeting your mother in the library. What a small world this is.
Too small.
A perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Not for long.
Who would want to change that?
Pardon?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Until we meet again, Jenny leClue.
He is absolutely dating her mom and is absolutely about to die. That's a lot of telephone booths on this walk. Way. Jenny.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
In her short time as a detective, Jenny had learned never to ignore a ringing phone.
Short time. It's been 38 books.
Hello?
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
What? CJ, is that you?
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Really? This again? It's me, Jenny. We don't need to do this.
I have no idea who you are, and I know no one by that name. The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Fine.
Hate horses.
The early bird can't catch the lazy worm.
Good. The wind blows strongly from the east.
A watched pot feels very self-conscious.
Excellent. The evening sky is full of fireflies.
The absent-minded goldfish swims into the blender.
Ah! Jenny, it is you.
Of course it is.
I need to meet with you right away.
Okay. Where do you want to meet?
Who is this?
This
Oh.
place will do.
Oh, come on! Conspiracy theorist, frequently jailed for public outbursts.
Everyone in town
Questionable
knew CJ
grasp of
was
reality.
even dangerous.
He's not dangerous. He just doesn't accept things at face value. Sure, he's a bit fixated on extraterrestrials, but at least he's passionate about something.
CJ and Jenny certainly indulged each other's obsessions. But most of all, CJ treated Jenny like a colleague.
And not a little kid. CJ, why did we go through all that if you're right here?
Can't be too careful. Are you sure you weren't followed?
Who would be following me?
Shh. This place is compromised. We don't have long to talk.
Come on, CJ.
Now, what did you want to talk to me about?
What? You called me.
Did I? Why?
God damn it,
Talking
CJ.
to CJ was a bit like navigating a maze. You had a rough idea of where you were headed, but you couldn't be sure you'd ever get there.
I'll help you figure it out.
All right. Aha! Wait. I have to mouse over that. A compass pin. Hidden in plain sight, strange symbols, cracked glass, wandering needle.
I knew he was hiding something. A compass with strange symbols where the cardinal direction should be. Looks broken. Where did you get that compass?
Ah, you spotted it. I knew you would. It
She
belonged
reached
to
up
my
on your
father.
chest and turned it around.
He left it to me to find the truth.
You're not gonna find anything with that. The needle is wandering all over the place. A bit like you.
It's searching
For what?
for them. It's this town, Jenny. It's Arthur. They're here, among us. And this proves it.
Or it could just be broken.
Could be. I guess we'll never know.
Wouldn't you like to know? One of 3 clues. Whose birthday? How old is CJ? And what does CJ stand for? You've known him this long and you don't know?
Is it your birthday, CJ?
Birthday? Whose birthday? Craig's birthday. But Craigson died on his birthday. Assassination? Possibly. Abduction? Almost certainly.
Jenny, back away from this man and leave him be.
CJ, the card?
Oh, this. It's for you. Impossible shot. Died instantly.
Oh. Thanks, I guess?
No suspects. No human suspects, anyway.
Thanks, CJ. That's, thoughtful.
A little late.
I didn't think you'd remember.
I know what it's like to lose something important to you.
I lost my marbles years ago.
Now triple shred and incinerate that card as soon as possible. It's got my fingerprints all over
I was about to make a fingerprint joke. Ready for a round of Amogus? Tucked in socks, not a good hiding place.
What's that sticking out of your sock?
Ah! That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I intercepted a secret message. Classified intel.
Yeah? What was it?
It's proof, Jenny. It's happening again. It's time for us to join the fight.
They are coming for your pets!
He usually makes. It's been professionally printed.
Could CJ finally be onto something?
No, he just got a few dollars together. Join the Space Kidettes today.
It's just part of a cereal box.
Oh, 11 to 15 weeks. It's 5 box tops and 20 cents shipping. Wow, so cool. Man, remember when cereal boxes had stuff like that? Oh my god, that's a blast from the past. Do cereal boxes ever do stuff like that anymore?
A cereal box from another space-time continuum?
Yeah, that's very nice, CJ.
Nope, just a regular cereal box. It's an ad for a toy.
But why?
I hope never to find out? What's wrong with that?
Why would it just be lying there in the trash?
I'm sorry, CJ. There are still great mysteries out there to solve, but this isn't one of them. So what's the plan now?
Library. Research. Very important. Very hush-hush.
They let you back in?
Oh man, if I got banned from a library, I would live for the rest of my life in shame.
Not yet. But I've got this hat now.
It wasn't your head that needed covering.
No, for disguise.
I know, CJ. What is it this time? More UFOs? Radio wave mind control? A globally connected communication network used exclusively to view pictures of cats?
Well, that one's real.
Jenny, you sound crazy. I'm just preparing my defense for the hearing.
Is this because you tried to hypnotize Mrs. Brown's prize poodle?
No, that was last week. It's because I peed in the water tower.
Oh, gross!
CJ, that's gross.
And this is the thanks I get for saving everyone from the mind control chemicals?
Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
Oh, he just fucking vanished.
CJ, I know you're standing behind the phone booth. I just watched you walk over there.
No, I'm not.
Okay then, bye.
See you later.
Well, he's certainly a character. Ada! Oh, you're one of the students.
Hey!
Ah!
Oh, come on.
Damn. That's the third time today.
Oops.
Hi, Jenny. Great job solving that case today. It's really cute the way that you and your mom work together. I wish I was that close with my parent.
Enough chit-chat. Got anything new for me?
Oh, yes. This is the real deal, hot off the press. I haven't had a chance to distribute these yet, so keep them to yourself.
Okay.
Ada and Jenny belonged to one of the oldest societies in Arthurton. An eclectic band of treasure hunters, collectors, creators, and dealers.
Well, that sounds fun.
Together, they were known as Sticker Club.
Oh yeah, I have a sticker to put in my notebook.
For generations, Gumboldt students had been hiding and finding stickers all over town. Officially, Jenny was too young to join, but she'd found so many stickers on her own that they'd made her an honorary member.
Good for her.
Let's see. Nice crisp edges, rich colors. Very tacky.
Thanks. I spent all week making these.
If only you spend as much time in your schoolwork, you might not be failing my mom's class.
Oh, all right, Jenny. You didn't have to do that.
Jenny thought to herself.
It's to celebrate the dean's retirement. I'm super sad that he's leaving, but...
It's a perfect reason to make new stickers.
Exactly. Oh, we're going on an epic sticker hunt before the dean's party. You should join us.
Even if Jenny had wanted to join them,
And I don't.
she knew she'd be stuck with her cousin all weekend.
Thanks, but I work alone.
Oh, okay. See you around, Jenny.
Very mysterious, Jenny. Halloween decorations.
Lake Nowhere, 1 mile.
All right, let's go.
Stop! Perfect. Hold it right there. Okay, let her go.
That's not how you attach things to statues. Ominous.
Oh dear.
That was ominous.
Aha! Evil kid cereal. The evil must be avoided.
Detective for hire. Jenny had saved up the whole summer to place an ad in the local paper. But
I
no
look
one
down
answered it. Until now.
and see the box of Fruity Pebbles I had this morning.
Her imagination ran wild, picturing the possibilities. And so, after helping her mum at Gumboldt College, she hurried to the pier at Lake Nowhere to rendezvous with her new client and crack another thrilling case.
I like sugary cereal. Sue me. I just finished off a double box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch the other day. And now I've started in on some Fruity Pebbles. Look, nothing. As Jenny neared the edge of the woods, she heard a sudden strange sound. Whoa!
What the?
Hey, kid! Watch where you're going!
Hey, screw you! Your wrench nearly cracked my head open.
Well, that's adult language for a kid's book.
Oh no! It's not damaged, is it? That's my lucky wrench.
Yeah, lucky it didn't kill me. When's this upgrade gonna be finished anyway?
Look, kid, I just go where they tell me. Every night another power surge. Every morning another part of the grid fry. And I'm out here fixing it. Do I get any thanks? No.
What's causing all the outages?
At the moment, a little red-headed girl. Now throw me my wrench, kid.
Looks like I have all the leverage. So tell me, what exactly is taking so long with these repairs? Apart from shoddy workmanship, that is.
Hey, we're busting our butts to keep your lights on. These lines should be lasting for decades, but they're burning out after just a few weeks.
That is weird. Who's using all the power?
It's the strangest thing. Anyway, toss me my wrench. But be careful. It's a family heirloom.
But what could possibly be using that much power?
You're killing me, little girl.
Arthurton's a tiny town. The mines are practically shut down. So what could it be? Surely someone must know.
All I know is I got 3 more jobs today, and I can't finish any of them without my wrench.
Nice tattoo. Oh, that's a rad tattoo. Look at that.
So, will you please just give it back already?
Fine. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Thanks, kid.
Sweet.
As Jenny stepped out of the dark forest, she saw warm sunlight reflecting off the cool lake. And next to that, something even cooler. Keith Stroudsbury.
This is certainly a definition of cool one could have.
Come on, Keith! Dance like you mean it! Not so much grinding.
Oh, Keith, what are you doing?
Not everyone saw it, but to Jenny, there was something special about Keith.
He's just happy being himself.
Nothing seemed to bother him.
Not even having to dance in a costume for $1 an hour.
Well, that's unconscionable pay.
But Jenny was not so laid back.
Not when it comes to standing up for a friend.
Especially her only friend.
All right, let's double down on the friend.
I think there's been enough dancing for one day, don't you?
Hey, Jenny.
Hello, Susan.
Actually, I prefer Susie.
Busy laughing while others earn a living, Susan? Not everyone's got your dad's money, I guess.
No need to be mean, Jenny.
Jenny, hi!
That's a long-ass neck.
Tall and handsome, with intense, mysterious eyes. Cool should have been his middle name.
I think Jenny misread the situation.
Instead of Tarquin.
Order of the Stick fan, I see.
But Keith was so cool, he didn't even mind.
Give me 1 minute. I'm just finishing my...
Sure. Don't let me interrupt your work.
My shift ends.
In 15 minutes, I know. I'm early. I'm meeting a client over at the dock. Paid cake. Could be big. Real big.
Couldn't be as big as her head.
Wow, that's really...
Impressive? Maybe. All I care about is keeping this town crime-free.
The only crime here is that haircut.
Oh, Susie's sad.
Back in a minute, Keith. I'll have the usual.
I have a sweet tooth.
6 sugars, a splash of milk, and a dash of cinnamon.
You got it.
Can I talk to Susie? I'd like to apologize.
How about now?
Move it to the left a bit.
What's he doing up there?
So that's where all the power's going.
Any better?
That is an old-fashioned problem. Are you just going to stand there holding the antenna for the whole performance?
No, keep going.
Now?
Yes, it's working. Hold it right there.
That's what all the fuss is about?
Not this guy again.
Is it CJ?
What is that?
Whatever it is, it's not my music. Maybe it's jazz?
Shh! I'm trying to listen.
You shush. I'm the DJ. I'm in charge.
When's this party getting started, boys?
Oh, just a few more minutes.
How are we supposed to dance to this?
I think we're losing them.
Another station must be interfering with the signal.
But there aren't any other stations in Arthurton. Wait! All these wires must be acting as a giant antenna.
Jenny listened closely to the mysterious transmission. It was like no other radio broadcast she'd heard before.
Hold it steady!
Sorry, I'm trying.
That's just getting worse. You might as well come down.
It's counting down.
No, wait! I can almost make out what they're saying.
Yeah, it's counting down numbers.
Just like that, the sound faded away.
What did you do?
That's no use. Come on. We gotta get this equipment back to the AV department by 6.
Jenny was so lost in contemplation, she'd almost forgotten the case at hand.
My client. I'm supposed to meet her at the dock. Danger. No swimming. Sounds safe.
Is the client over here? Do I use the ladder or talk to that guy? I think that's the point of no return. Let's talk to the fisherman.
Aha! Got you this time, you slippery fella. Ah, shucks. Just another boot.
Hey, they reused the boot sprite.
Excuse me, Mr. Humdrum.
Oh my! if it isn't little Jenny leClue. What a glorious day, don't you think?
As far as Jenny was concerned, small talk was like a second pair of underpants. Uncomfortable and completely unnecessary.
But Mom always says, create a good rapport and they'll reveal everything to you.
So she gave it a shot.
How's the fishing?
Oh, the fishing's great,
Is it? You're just getting boots and nothing.
but the catching is bad.
Oh, okay.
All I'm getting are old boots and strange bits of metal. But just look out there, Jenny. She's got that wonderful afternoon glow.
No one knew why the lake glowed at night.
That's a hell of a thing to drop in the world building. Did that show up in the first 38 books?
And few were brave enough to swim its murky waters. What lay beneath its depths was the stuff of myth and legend.
Somewhere out there lies the giant red herring, or so they say.
But no one's ever caught one. Sounds fishy to me.
Oh, gonna ban that ViewBot advertiser. Goodbye.
Well, if she's out there, I'll catch her. Someday.
Great. Well, now that we have a good rapport, where can I find Mrs. Humdrum?
Well, she's down there on the ridge. Oh, if you're headed down there, there's a knack to getting the ladder to work.
Yeah.
First you shake it, then you kick it, and then you push it.
Sounds unnecessarily complicated.
I'll join you
Shake,
down there
kick,
a bit.
push.
Just have to sort my tackle out.
Shake, kick, push. There we go.
Aha! That did the trick.
Another postcard piece.
Mrs. Humdrum, I presume?
Oh, Gail and Dan, their shop. The tackle shop, I think it was.
Oh, hello! You?
I'm the private detective you contacted.
I'll whisper a secret code.
The code word is Purple Panda. I'm here to solve your case.
Who is it, Dan?
It's Jenny, dear, the leClue girl.
Oh, she's blind?
She doesn't see so well without her glasses.
Oh, hello, Jenny. I'm afraid I don't see so well without my glasses.
Are you deaf too?
Nothing wrong with her hearing, though.
Oh,
What did she say?
I said there's nothing wrong with your hearing, dear.
Oh, no, thank you. I've already eaten.
I believe you have a case for me?
We do. We do.
Great. So what's the trouble? Haunted by the ghost of a former lover? Worried you're being poisoned by a mad uncle? Something so dark and gruesome I can't even begin to imagine the horror?
Well, I've lost my reading glasses.
how do you expect the child to find them? Why don't you just go back, trace your steps through the day?
Oh.
And there it was. A real case. A confounding mystery to challenge Jenny's brilliant mind.
Is it?
I thought this was finally going to be a good one.
What do you think, Jenny? Can you help?
Sure, Mr. Humdrum. I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
The case of the missing glasses. Expensive hairdo. Over 6 inches tall.
Looks freshly blow-dried. A professional job. Your hair looks lovely today, Mrs. Humdrum. Is that a new style?
Thank you. I had it done yesterday. Dan didn't notice. They call it
The Queen's Quaff.
Well, it's certainly big.
And expensive.
But I'm worth it, Dan.
Who could put a price on that beautiful head of hair?
Plenty of people.
You're not so bad yourself, hot stuff.
Gross.
I've never been
You'll
to
get there
Caribbean
later,
before.
Jenny.
This is such fun.
What are you painting without your glasses? Advanced mixing technique, nice use of colors, phthalo blues, strong smell of turpentine.
I expect you're finding it difficult to paint without your glasses.
Oh no, I never wear them when I paint. I like to feel the canvas, to interpret the colors.
She's an incredible painter. You should have her paint you.
Thanks, but I don't mix business with pleasure.
You really are very good.
The best.
How long have you been solving mysteries? But
I'll ask the questions, thank you.
Come on, let her inquire. Binoculars. 3 times magnification, fixed eye cups.
Do you often carry a pair of binoculars?
She doesn't go anywhere without them.
I presume you don't wear your glasses when you use the binoculars.
no, I can't get my eyes close enough to the eye cups.
I see.
What's next? Fingerprints? Oh, polygraph test? It's like you're reading my mind.
She's excited. 3 of 6 clues. Aha! New sticker. New gallery art. Is it whatever she's painting? Man, they're throwing a lot of gallery art at us. Snagged on something?
That's a large hole. She must have caught it on something. Did you have trouble climbing down the ladder, Mrs. Humdrum?
Why, yes, I did. How on earth did you know?
There's a tear in your pants pocket.
Well, what do you know? I didn't realize these pants even had pockets.
Well, that means you didn't put your glasses in your pocket for them to fall out.
Have you figured it out yet? The suspense is killing me.
Risk taker? Bad odds.
Jenny had often snuck through the hole in the fence at Grubman's to watch the races. She could understand why the dogs ran so hard. They were chasing the promise of food. What the adults were chasing was less relatable.
I notice you're a gambler, Mrs. Humdrum. You've been to the Greyhound races.
That was yesterday.
We always go to Grubman's on Wednesday.
Did you take your binoculars with you?
Of course. Those little critters are so far away. I can't keep up without my binoculars.
Interesting.
I feel like you know more about me than I do.
Alright, and what's the last? Is it the easel? No. There's one more clue. Spots where her glasses rest on her nose. Missing or stolen. Recent?
Jenny recognized the distinctive indentations left behind by a pair of spectacles.
She must have been wearing them recently. You still have marks from your glasses on the bridge of your nose. You probably lost them within the last day or two.
Oh, I never would have thought of that.
When do you last remember wearing them?
I'm really not sure. Dan?
You had him at your Tuesday book club.
Oh, yes. We're reading 50 Shady Graves. You are so thorough. Any more questions?
I think I have everything I need to wrap this one up.
Gail doesn't wear
Where
her
are
glasses
Gail's glasses?
while painting. Well... Okay, so... Took her binoculars to the races. She just got the hole in her pocket from the ladder today. Wait, hang on. So, binoculars. Gail doesn't wear her glasses while painting. Hang on. Okay, so... Painting and hole in pocket are today. Gail's hair was Tuesday. Gail was at the Greyhound races on Tuesday night. She took her binoculars. So the only thing that has 3 related things is Tuesday. Excuse me.
Gail was at the races last night. She had to remove her glasses to use the binoculars.
I could
Gail
be eating
also had a
cupcakes.
haircut recently. It's fluffy and big and could easily hide a small object.
Oh, it's in her hair? Did she go to sleep with her glasses in her hair?
Solving a complex mystery like the case of the missing glasses was tough work.
Was it?
But now came the most satisfying part. Delivering the dramatic denouement.
Is that how you pronounce that word?
It could have happened to anyone. Why fate picked this poor woman, we may never know.
Who's she talking to, Dan?
She's working.
Our victim. A simple-minded but well-meaning lady with mild myopia and a keen sense of fashion.
Oh, I think that's me, Dan.
A fruitless day at the racetrack. An act of instinct lost in the heat of the moment. One hand reaching for a pair of binoculars. The other moving a pair of reading glasses aside.
That's what happened.
Picture the glamorous yet impractical coiffure, tall enough to conceal a small object.
It's almost like I'm there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I posit that these missing glasses are not missing at all. They are, in fact, hiding in the victim's elaborate web of hair.
That's not a great way to describe a hairdo.
On top of my head.
Incredible! What a talent!
They're always in the last place you look, aren't they?
A master detective in the making.
What would we have done without you?
Probably found him eventually. When... Did you not take a shower between Tuesday and today? They've been in your hair the whole time. Have you not taken a shower since then? They would have been pretty obvious in wetted down hair.
Gail, don't forget to pay the girl.
Oh, of course, silly me. You must be rewarded generously for all your hard work. Now don't spend it all in one place.
Did you give me a quarter for that?
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Huh. Anything over here now that Dan's gone? Whoa! Didn't realize I could do that. Don't want to go swimming.
Are you ready, Keith?
Wow, what an amazing detective.
Glasses on her head. Who could have guessed?
Yeah, it was a waste of time.
Oh, you heard.
Whatever would we do without Master Investigator Jenny leClue?
I thought it was pretty cool, Jenny.
And a whole nickel. You must be so excited.
It wasn't even a quarter. I can't even get a gumball with that.
Yeah, that's more than her mom makes in a month.
Come on, guys. Let's all just... Hey, Jenny, my grandma called. She wants her sweater back.
Oh, how wonderful it was to joke around with friends.
They're not friends. Susie wants to be your friend, though.
I've had enough of this.
Oh, she's gonna dissect her. Oh.
Over-application of makeup. Hair drawn over face. Wear sunglasses even at night. You're trying to distract from something. A lazy eye, perhaps?
What? No! How do you... Shut up, Jenny! You don't know anything!
Wow, Jenny. That was cruel.
Who even says something like that?
Aw, don't cry, Veronica.
She's just a weirdo nobody!
Jenny, let who?
And the case of the missing friends!
Yeah. Good one, Veronica.
Yeah, good one.
Come on. Let's get you home.
One sec. I need to refresh chat.
Susie?
Thanks for the coffee, Keith. And the extra sugar.
Of course. It's...
Nothing special at all, and the same thing he does for everyone? Oh, okay. See you around, Keith.
Stop being mean to Susie.
Well, that went well.
Wait, how tall are you, Keith?
Shall we?
Yeah. I've got no customers now anyway.
Oh, he is tall.
What happens here? I'm so tired of these simple cases. Ugh. How am I supposed to become a real detective if there are no real crimes to solve?
You help that old lady? Darn.
Thanks, Keith. But it was stupid, and everyone knew it, including your girlfriend.
She's not my...
And you really mustn't let them treat you like that. You should stick up for yourself.
They don't mean anything.
Sometimes you just gotta speak up and say how you feel.
Well,
You can't just let people walk all over you, Keith.
Like you're walking all over him?
Okay.
It doesn't matter anyway. Nothing's gonna change. Not in this ghost town.
It's not so bad.
Don't you ever wonder what it would be like to live somewhere else?
Oh, not really.
I've been in this small town for like 96% of my life. Well, not that much. 90% of my life. Same small town. Same nothing to do. There used to be a movie theater here. Now it's just the local library and the town pool. The bowling alley burned down 20 years ago. So I feel you, Jenny.
Who am I kidding? There is nowhere else. Not for miles.
Oh, shucks.
I see practice is going well. Is your dad still pressuring you to play?
Well...
Come on, Keith. You hate basketball.
My family used to own the bowling alley that burned down in my small hometown? Oof. That must have sucked.
And tough love? But you're the worst player on the team.
Not the worst.
Well, on the bench anyway. Why don't you just tell him you don't want to play anymore?
It's a Strasberry tradition.
That's my point, Keith. This whole town is dead, stuck in the past. Everyone is just doing what they're told without questioning why. Where's the ambition, the sense of adventure?
Are we still talking about basketball?
No. Trick shot.
How's your mom?
She seems distracted. Normally, she's so focused on her job. I mean, it's understandable. It's been almost a year since... And now she's planning to go away for the weekend. And she still won't tell me why.
Yeah?
She was definitely acting weird earlier.
Maybe she's lonely?
She's dating Keith's dad.
You know what? You're right.
I am?
She shouldn't be alone right now. Actually, your dad told me they were meeting in the library. We're going to need supplies. 2 of Mr. Bean's finest, please. To go, of course. Here is my payment in full.
That's a nickel.
Put the rest on my tab?
Your tab is already $300, Jenny.
Thanks for the pep talk, Keith. You always know what to say to make me feel better.
Last stone. You want it?
Thanks. Woohoo! Bullseye!
Nice. And then down in the depths in rapture. Dramatic.
Keith was an excellent listener. Or maybe he just didn't speak much. Either way, Jenny really enjoyed their little talks. He was the only person who really seemed to understand her. Jenny biked briskly towards the library back on campus to surprise her mother.
What, with 2 coffees in her hand?
Something never happens here, she grumbled, unaware of the great adventure that lay in store just around the corner.
I'm going to... It auto-saves. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Because this is a good interruption point in the story. I'm going to have a snack, go to the bathroom, etc. I'll be back in a few minutes. And chat. And game. Cool. Let's see this tryst between our mom and Dean Strasberry. The library was quiet. Too quiet. Aha!
Gerald Strasberry. Cornelius Strasberry. It's a wall of Strasberries.
The Strasberry lineage stretched back to the very founding of the university.
That's a lot of Strasberries. That's several centuries of Strasberries.
There had been a Dean Strasberry at Gumboldt for over 150 years.
That's a lot more Strasberries than 150 years.
Won't be for much longer. The Dean's retiring, and the only Strasberry left is Keith. And he's not exactly the academic type. No one on duty. A book thief's paradise.
Don't steal from the library. Memo 1. This man is not allowed in the library due to past incidents. He may be wearing a hat and or fake mustache. Be vigilant. 2. Someone keeps leaving book carts in the quiet study area. Please remember to return carts to the front desk area. And stop standing on them. We've got ladders for a reason. From? His name is Luke. Maybe? Luli? Oh, come on. That's a hell of a chandelier. What the hell?
That was weird. Hello? Mom? Mr. Strasberry? Anybody?
Jenny's words echoed through the library.
Something's not right here.
A mystery was unfolding.
Whatever it is, I'll get to the bottom of it.
The case of the quiet library. Too quiet. Hello? Ah, there we are. Why is there a power cable to the Dean's portrait?
Les Strasberry, Gumboldt's 21st...
Leslie Strasberry.
Smiled down at Jenny.
Looking a bit wonky today, Mr. Strasberry.
A pair of wires ran down the wall and disappeared behind the painting.
It's too high to reach. What are you hiding back there? The chandeliers that adorn this library are made from rare Arthurtonian quartz.
Man, why isn't Arthurton rich if you can get this shit out of it?
Kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation.
The Glatz family was one of the oldest in town. They were the first to mine the valuable quartz deposits beneath Arthurton. And as such, they became incomparably wealthy.
And they sure like to let everyone know it.
This is pretty big for a library for a town of 1,300 people.
Laddertron 5000. The pinnacle of remote ladder and bookcase technology. Kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation.
Okay. Well, something's sparking. Oh. Well, don't want to do anything with that.
Whoa, dangerous.
The newly installed ladder system was prone to malfunction.
Should have kept the old wooden ladders. They never tried to electrocute me. I need to find a way to turn the power off.
Oh, wait, that's a control panel.
Jenny gazed at the technological marvel of Laddertron 5000.
Seems pointless. It's not hard to move a ladder. Sometimes it feels like some unknown force is just trying to slow me down.
All right, let's see what this actually does. Oh! Huh. What does that move? That moves the third row. And that moves the second row. That's a passageway to the back. Okay.
No good. I don't think I'll be able to move the ladders while the electricity is on.
Okay. Like, I can't back out. Let's move it all to the left. So, what does this do about electricity? Okay, let's move these both. Haha! Oh, it was a clue that I could use this as a step ladder.
Jenny was notorious for climbing book carts.
It's the only way to reach the highest shelves. In fact, this could be useful.
But something else had caught her eye.
This table's a complete mess. Who would leave it like this?
Conspiracy theories, messy diagrams, genealogy books, Old Town documents.
Illegible
Gee.
scribbles, intricate diagrams of giant machines, a worn copy of Aliens in Arthurton.
Jenny knew only one person could have been sitting here.
CJ. It's odd, though. He usually hides everything when he's finished. What's this?
The Shadowmen.
Piece of paper with a series of seemingly unrelated notes.
Abandoned mines. Observed massive seismic activity. Possible landing site. 1113. 1010. 2300. Forest. UFO swarms circling. Intense sound. Graveyard 310. Powerful beams of light. Taken? Experimenting on corpses? I'll be taking that. Thank you. SJ.
UFOs, Shadowmen, experiments on corpses.
It seemed that CJ was unraveling a mystery of his own.
Wait, there's something on the other side. Wow, a color map of Arthurton.
Oh, sweet. Now I have the map.
Jenny had never seen a town map with this level of detail before.
Well, I'm sure this is the first time that Arthur has drawn Arthurton in this level of detail. I like the Skull Island in the middle of the lake.
Can't believe CJ left this behind. That's so unlike him. He'd be terrified if anyone else found it. I'll keep it safe until I see him again.
Well, he's never getting that back. How do I decorate? There we go. Hopefully it stays this time. Oh, you're right. I could do the coffee cup shooting the lion. What has Keith done? What has Keith done? It's as far to the right as I can take it. I want to take it up front. How do I do that? Oh, I'm taking it to the portrait, I think. So I can shut off the power.
No secrets between friends, Mr. Strasberry.
Jenny stood on her tiptoes and delicately removed the priceless painting from
That's
the wall.
4 times as large as she is. Whoops.
Oops. Aha! Precisely what I was hoping to find.
It was?
Let's see. Lights, bookcases, ladders. I'll cut the power and continue my investigation.
But Jenny knew better than to play with electricity, so she left it alone.
No, she didn't.
It's a simple switch. Perfectly safe.
The eerie silence unnerved our tiny hero. But even worse was the dark. Jenny had always been terrified of the dark.
Let's be real. They'd have had to do this to keep people from getting electrocuted anyway.
Just breathe. A great detective never succumbs to fear. Looks like that did the trick.
How do I move forward? Ah, there we go.
Jenny stopped in her tracks. The sign clearly read, "Wet floor, caution." Her path was blocked.
You're kidding me, right?
Trampling muddy feet over a perfectly clean floor? She was a maverick, not a monster.
He is fighting his character. Pick it up through the wall. Can't pick it up through the wall. Uh-huh. Ah, I see. Read plaque.
Books. Our most precious
Ooh.
collections reside in this temperature-controlled room.
I'd love to go in there.
Kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation. Yeah, we know. There's something on that shelf, but I can't reach it.
What can I bring over? Oh, huh. Well, that's awful. Don't do that to books.
The fallen
Don't do that in a
remains of
library.
trees blocked Jenny's path.
It looks like a bomb went off in here. It's too precarious to climb over.
You could go around it. Can I drop down in the hole?
It's locked. No problem, I'll just pick it.
Jenny was skilled with a lockpick, having watched her mother demonstrate the process countless times. But that was just for fun at home. This was the real world. You couldn't just go around picking other people's locks. That was a crime.
A great detective knows when to bend the rules. And the paperclip she has in her pocket. Mom always says, lockpicking is a subtle art. Move slowly and search for the sweet spot.
An actual lockpicking minigame. I wonder how many times this is going to show up. Not sure this is exactly how lockpicking works, but... in we go!
It must have been a rush of blood that caused Jenny to act so irrationally. Regardless, she had picked the lock and felt strangely exhilarated. What treasures lay behind the door?
What treasures indeed. Oh, it's empty.
It's empty.
Same brain cell, Jenny.
Still, lead book card could be useful.
Sweet. All right, now shut the door. Can I shut the door? Naturally, the special... oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Okay. Wait, hang on. Can I? No, I can't pull it further than that. What the hell? Nope. Grab it. Don't get on it. Whee!
Something's blocking the ladder. There's something stuck in the track.
What is it? Oh! Uh-oh!
Testas est. It's the Dean's ring. No wonder the ladders were malfunctioning. The ring must have caused a short circuit.
Can I pull a sticker out of the ring?
I'll keep hold of this and return it to the Dean when I see him next. Whoa!
Man, a bomb did go off in here or something.
An empty library, a fallen bookcase, and now a broken balcony?
This mystery has all the hallmarks of foul play.
Strong
They say
impact.
words can't hurt you. In this case, I'd be inclined to disagree.
Oh, what if he's under that?
Solid iron and oak, torn apart like a piece of bread. It would have taken some serious force to do this. Something bad happened here. This is feeling more and more like a crime scene.
And then Jenny saw it. Covered in a ripped curtain and surrounded by broken glass.
Ooh, what could that be?
It is a crime scene.
She's so excited. Sweet. Okay, it doesn't show me the pieces yet. Oh, ha! So, which dead body is under there, as if I don't know?
First time you see a dead body. It harrows the mind, terrifies the soul, scars you to your very core.
A dead body? No way. This is amazing!
Who lay under that curtain? Who had breathed their last breath? Who had shuffled off this mortal coil to meet their maker?
It could be anyone. I mean, it could be an escaped lunatic from the asylum. Or an axe-wielding maniac on the run from the cops. It could be...
It could be...
Mom? Oh no. Please, no.
No, you never forget the first time you see a dead body.
All right, let's see.
Jenny knew it was wrong to disturb the crime scene.
But I have to know who's under here.
Slowly, she drew back the heavy cloth.
Please don't be my mom. Please don't be my mom.
Wow, what the hell happened to him? What the hell happened to him?
Thank God.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Poor Mr. Strasberry. What happened to you?
Was this a terrible accident? Or worse?
what are those books underneath him?
Murder!
Her stomach churned. Seeing the Dean's lifeless face, his contorted frame, Jenny felt the urge to run, to get as far away from this horrific sight as possible.
I don't think she agrees with you, Arthur.
Jenny had longed for an adventure, for a real case to solve.
I didn't expect it to be like this.
She gathered herself, took a deep breath, and began to search for clues.
What the hell happened to him?
He looks like he's been dead for weeks. His skin is pale and colorless, and there's a strange mark on his neck.
Indeed. Sixth Sense by Clairvoyant.
I suppose it didn't belong to Mr. Strasberry then.
Don't pull it out.
It's smashed, most likely from the fall. The hand stopped at 3:57 p.m.
Okay.
That gives me a potential time of death.
If Jenny had arrived just a few minutes earlier,
I might have been able to save him.
You're 12, Jenny. I don't think you would have been able to. Gallery art. Do. Gallery art. Do. Oh right, he fixed his watch, so the clock was no longer off. Jenny focusing on the important bits of this crime scene.
A book about
Tailor
chance.
heads. Come on.
What are the odds this was an accident?
Not very high.
The Hawk and the Weasel and other bedtime stories. It could be important. Then again, it could have just joined the Dean for the ride.
Still missing his button. Oh, he's got a note in his hand.
The Dean's hand was clapped shut around a small object.
That's strange. Rigor mortis usually takes hours to set in. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, Mr. Strasberry.
Oh, is she gonna break his
But this
fingers?
could be a vital clue. Mom's ID card? But that means
Julie leClue had definitely been here.
she could be the last person to have seen him alive.
She could be the killer.
Impossible. My mother's a forensic expert. She'd never leave such incriminating evidence behind.
You're not going with my mom would never kill anybody. You're going with she wouldn't be this incompetent?
But even the smartest criminals made mistakes. Jenny couldn't deny this looked bad for her mum.
If anyone else sees this, they'll jump to conclusions. They'll think my mom's a murderer. Unless
A peculiar thought crossed Jenny's mind.
there's nothing to find.
Removing evidence from a crime scene was highly unethical.
So is planting evidence to frame an innocent person.
She had no proof of that.
I have to do something.
Ooh! Oh, I'm out of time!
My mom would kill me if she knew I was tampering with evidence. But I have to protect her.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Too late now.
There are bits of glass and metal debris everywhere. He has burn marks on his hand.
One more clue. Where? Ah!
The Dean's planner lay open on today's date.
Wednesday. Meet JL, Widow's Drop, Tell the Truth, Practice Speech, Rewrite. Thursday. Meet Michael Quad, Statue Installation. 3:45 p.m. Julie, Library. Postpone. Discuss changes. Afternoon. Rewrite intro. Friday. 10 a.m. Rehearse speech. 1 p.m. Lunch with Keith. Coronary Cafe. Move to Tuesday. 5 p.m. Staff meeting. New Dean nominations. Saturday. Oh, they'll have to do it without me. Saturday, noon, campus ceremony, speech. 5 p.m., faculty dinner, Grubner Hall. 8 p.m., bonfire, Whispering Woods. Midnight, retirement. Hooray?
Perhaps I can retrace his steps and create a timeline of events. Looks like he completed all his chores for the day. I already knew the Dean was meeting Mom here. So where is she now? Meet JL. Could that be Mom? Where's Widow's Drop? I've never heard of it.
Interesting.
Looks like he canceled his meetings on Friday and rearranged lunch with Keith. Oh, poor Keith.
Jenny didn't know how she would break the news to him.
But I should be the one to tell him. Gossip spreads like wildfire in Arthurton. He sure was working hard on that speech. I'm sad he won't get to deliver it. I think that's all the evidence I'm going to find here.
She took one last look at the Dean's lifeless body.
I'm sorry, Mr. Strasberry. I promise I'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh, she's covering up the evidence?
Jenny knew she should leave and call the police. But how often did a case like this come along?
Never. There's more to this than meets the eye.
The case of the dead Dean. The inciting incident for the rest of the game.
So she opened her journal to join the dots.
What was the apparent cause of death?
Burn marks, broken balcony, and the ring.
It looks like the Dean was thrown from the balcony when he reached down to pick up his ring, which was stuck in the electrified ladder track. He grabbed the curtain, but it didn't slow him down. He landed on a bed of metal and glass debris.
But how did the balcony get broken? Solved 6 deductions on the first try. It's not that hard.
What is unusual about the Dean's death?
Alright. Neck and face. And Mom's ID card.
The Dean has a strange mark on his neck. All the skin around his face is gray and gaunt. I've never seen anything like it before. He's holding my mom's ID card, which makes her the prime suspect. But why would she, or anyone, want to kill Dean Stroudsbury?
Jenny suspected foul play, but what was the motive? Had she missed something?
The watch!
Tell Julie the truth. What truth did he tell her?
The Dean's watch stopped at 3:57 p.m. When I came into the library, the clock tower rang 4 times. The library only has one exit, and I haven't seen anyone but the Dean since I got here.
So, when the Dean died, either somebody ran out immediately,
And if the Dean was murdered,
or or the killer's still here.
The killer must still be here. He's getting away.
After him! Oh. The most important thing, art book stuff. Oh, this is a bad idea, Jenny. Oh, that's a bad idea, Jenny.
Jenny
Well, there are
could hear
bushes to
police
land in, I
sirens
guess.
in the distance.
Someone must have tipped them off. I'll catch the murderer and keep him busy until the cops arrive.
Chasing after murderers was hardly the job of a little girl.
Hey, you! Stop!
Despite surviving her fall without so much as a broken bone,
Oh, now I look like I've got incriminating evidence.
Jenny couldn't help but feel she had failed. As the sirens grew louder, she knew it would only be a matter of time before the sheriff arrived. And then she'd have to explain why she hadn't called for help. But the worst feeling of all was that she had let the killer escape. As she drifted slowly into unconsciousness, Jenny heard a familiar voice. Concerned, gentle, soothing.
CJ!
Jenny? Oh, Jenny, what have you done?
Mom?
Freeze! You're under arrest.
It begins!
What have I done?
Oh, hang on. That's a phone call I have to make to the ride service that's taking me to my doctor's appointment on Monday. And back. Sorry about that. Drop some jam. That's not a healthy approach to jam.
All wrong. Murder in Arthurton? This is not an appropriate story for Jenny leClue. Poor Dean Stroudsbury. What was I thinking? I've gone too far.
Too late to back out now.
Perhaps I should take a break.
Could write in a time machine to undo the murder late in the story.
Come on, Rufus. Let's go for a walk. Clear our heads and work off some of this jam.
Oh, whoops. Well, so much for looking around the desk. Murder. Suspect Julie leClue arrested. Whee!
Why were you there?
I told you I was looking for Mom.
Why?
We were going to grade papers. When do I get to see her?
Did you disturb the crime scene?
Fuck it.
He could have been injured. I was just trying to help. I want to speak to my mom.
Yikes! Yikes! I'm gonna regret taking that that ID card. This is cool. This is cool. Very traumatic experience for a kid. They're communicating that well.
Keith! Please, look at me. Keith, wait!
An affair gone wrong, revenge. You could see it in her eyes. Pure evil. Oh, that's cool. Hello? am I dragging these together? Aha! Okay, and over here? Family photo with her dead dad. Oh, shit! This is cool. This is good shit.
What a horrible nightmare. Dean Stroudsbury was dead. My mom was in jail. Keith told me he never wanted to see me again. And worst of all, I was surrounded by an evil army of giant teddy bears.
Unfortunately, it was all true, including the teddy bears.
My eyes! There's something wrong with them. Everything's pink.
But her eyes were fine. It was the room that was pink.
Are we in Susie's room?
Pink cuddly toys. Pink furniture. Pink clothes.
This is absolutely a rich person room. Holy shit.
And a hand-drawn homage to teenage heartthrob Pelvis Cressley.
Huh.
Covered in pink hearts. Everything a teenage girl could dream of.
It looks like a marshmallow exploded.
It was at this point Jenny remembered where she was.
I shouldn't be here. What happened? And what is that terrible music? I can't think straight with that racket playing. These aren't my clothes. And where's my journal?
That wasn't the only thing missing.
The Dean's ring. It was in my pocket.
Well, uh-oh. You're the fan that I love?
You're the fan that I love.
Ah, yes. The eagerly awaited follow-up to the smash hit. Even though I'm a big star and you're just a fan, perhaps someday we could be together.
Well, that's creepy of the artist to make.
Ugh, who buys this crap?
Elvis Presley and his hip thrusters.
Hushed whispers in the hallway? I should investigate.
First, you should go to the left. See if you can't find it. Well, actually, I don't have my journal, so I can't find anything. I can't run either.
It's locked from the outside. Who would trap a child in this nightmarish hellscape?
Jenny peeped through the tiny keyhole. As her eyes adjusted to the light, she recognized the substantial frame of Winston leClue.
Winston leClue?
Arthurton's long-standing sheriff, and Jenny's...
Uncle?
Granddad!
Oh, Granddad. Distrust humor.
Jenny's relationship with her grandfather was contentious, to say the least. He was a stern and humorless man who placed honor, tradition, and the law above all else.
Sometimes even family.
But what was he doing here?
And who is he talking to?
Oh, the Glatzes.
Florence and Richard Glatz were the wealthiest couple in town, and hugely influential. Their company, Glatz Mining and Supply Corp., was the oldest in Arthurton. While Richard may have been the head of the business, everyone knew that Florence wore the pants.
Oh!
Exceptionally charming and generous, she always had a smile on her face.
Which is why I don't trust her one bit.
Being careful not to make a sound, Jenny leaned in and listened.
With everything going on, I don't have time to watch her.
It's no trouble at all, really, Winston. She can stay for as long as she likes. The girls are great friends. I only hope she feels better soon. That was quite the scene she made at the funeral.
Susie has lied to her parents about being friends with Jenny.
She should have left the boy alone.
Really, Winston, this whole situation must be unbearably traumatic for the poor girl. Her mother in jail, and what she saw in the library. One shudders at the thought. And all this barely a year after what happened to Henry.
She'll be fine. Just keep an eye on her. She can be a real handful.
I sure can.
Oh, don't worry. I've planned everything. Pony rides, afternoon tea, and tomorrow we're going dress shopping. Oh, that reminds me. I have something for you.
Dress shopping? First they locked me up, now they want to torture me? I need to get out of here. Fast.
But her curiosity was piqued. She had to know what Mrs. Glatz had gone to fetch, and so she waited. When Thaddeus T. Pumberbitten discovered the first quartz seam lining the Great Mountains, little did he know the impact it would have on the future of the town.
Little did he know the Glatz family would muscle in and take over the whole operation.
Nowadays, it was hard to go anywhere in town without seeing something made from it. The duty of sheriff had been Winston's birthright, passed from father to son for generations.
Great. Nepotism.
Of course, that tradition would now end with him, but he preferred not to think about that.
Photograph of Strasberry?
Nathaniel Glatz stared disapprovingly
Oh,
back at Jenny.
it's just a generic shadow picture then.
Creepy old man.
Actually, this was the man who saved Arthurton. When the quartz mines began to run dry, it was his research into the unique properties of the crystals that secured the future prosperity of the town and the company.
Huh? Where did he go?
Winston, what are you doing down there?
Thought I heard something.
Really? A man of your age spying on teenage girls? I've told you already, she won't be going anywhere.
It was probably just Jenny's imagination, but those words felt oddly
sinister.
A little bit.
Here.
Why does Mrs. Glatz have official police documents?
Satisfied.
How is Julie?
She's in the safest place, behind bars.
Surely they don't believe she's guilty.
I don't envy you, Winston. It must be hard to stay impartial. If the poor dear would just confess, it would make things much easier.
I have everything under control.
Of course you do, dear. No one doubts your loyalty to Arthurton. We must continue to look out for each other, now more than ever.
Sheriff, are you receiving?
Go ahead.
It's the leClue house, sir. We found something.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right there. Over.
It sounds like you've got important things to take care of.
Yes. Well, good night, Florence.
Good night, Winston.
Don't let her out of your sight. She is a leClue, after all.
Oh, ye have much faith in me.
I'm sure we'll manage.
Jenny couldn't believe what she'd just heard.
Everyone thinks my mom's a murderer.
Thankfully, her mother's fate was in safe hands. The fine people of the Arthurton Police Department.
Oh, God. She's gonna rot in jail.
Jenny could leave the case to them and enjoy a fun week of pony rides and shopping sprees.
Nope.
No.
No?
Mom always says a great detective leaves nothing to chance. I have to do something.
But she was just a kid. What could she possibly do?
This is my chance. The case of a lifetime. My mom needs me, and I won't let her down. I'm gonna find my stuff and get out of here.
And just like that, a great adventure began.
Okay, I could pick the lock. Examine pig! Oh, it's a camera.
I love you.
Oh. That's worse than a camera, actually. I wish it was just a camera.
You're my best friend. You scared the life out of me, pig.
The sun was setting behind the great mountains of Arthurton, cradling the town in a warm red embrace.
I slept the whole day away? I have to get out of here and make up for lost time.
Wait, hang on. It says pick lock. How do I still have my lockpick on me?
All the dangly bits are swaying. Strange. It's not windy in here. Best in show, horse ballet. First prize, advanced table etiquette. There's one here for best smile. Seriously? There's a track in the ceiling panel around the chandelier. It looks like it can move.
Interesting. It's disguised as her hairpin? I thought the hairpin was just the pin part. Oh, I guess the lockpick part was the color of her hairpin. Does she even have that in?
A heart-shaped mirror for the lady who loves herself. Ouch! That's hot!
Oh. Ha ha!
There's something strange about this mirror. This requires further investigation. Nothing happened. I thought I was onto something.
Okay, we'll inspect that in a minute.
Seriously, who has windows this big?
Below, Lake Nowhere stretched out as far as the eye could see. In the distance, Jenny could just make out the great lighthouse on Skull Island.
It is a Skull Island. Havoc at Heroes Memorial. What should have been a touching farewell to a beloved member of the community was tarnished by a poorly timed act of protest yesterday at Mother of Mercy Church. An emotionally unstable child was witnessed shouting at members of the congregation, causing damage to property and even desecrating the corpse. After a long chase, the girl collapsed and was carried from the premises. What did she do to the corpse? Hundreds gathered to pay their respects to the late Leslie Strausberry, the long-standing and beloved dean of Gumboldt University, who was murdered in cold blood by a member of his own faculty. The community was devastated last Thursday when Mr. Strausberry was found dead in the school library after apparently being pushed from a third-story balcony. The murder was the first the town had seen in decades. Dean Strausberry is survived by his son, Keith Strausberry. After an anonymous tip, Sheriff Winston leClue arrived first on the scene and found a woman covered in the dean's blood. Evidence has linked her to the murder. Although a motive for the killing has not been established, the woman has been identified as Julie leClue, professor of criminology and daughter-in-law to Sheriff Winston leClue. She remains in custody at this time while police continue their investigation.
I don't remember any of this. I bet that kid's in a lot of trouble.
Oh! Any others? No.
Pushed from the balcony? That's not what happened. And no mention of electrocution. Mom wasn't covered in blood. That's a lie.
Jenny thought of her poor mother, locked away in a jail cell for a crime she didn't commit.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll prove you didn't do it.
Oh, yeah, she must have knocked over the coffin, and that's what was going on. In that,
or someone is trying to cover up what really happened.
In that trauma scene.
My mom's still in jail, so the police must not think this was an accident.
And if it wasn't an accident, then...
The real killer is still out there.
On the other side of the lake, beyond the Forgotten Forest, sat a more modest house. No fancy windows or crystal chandeliers, just a small wooden frame in need of painting.
Home.
Five things to study.
I've seen so many clothes. Maybe mine are in here somewhere.
Too pink, too flashy, too delicate, too flowery, too expensive.
Well, my clothes definitely aren't here. They'd be easy to spot amongst all the sequins and ribbons.
Hey, sticker. One that I don't want. Okay, so... I forget which ones were lit up. Is there any way to reset it? I forget which ones were lit up at the start so I could invert them.
I don't have my detective gear to pick the lock. Besides, I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz.
Okay, it's got to be something with the mirror.
I'm not touching it. I'll burn myself.
Okay, these are seemingly random intervals. Oh no, they're 3D models. Okay.
I feel like I've seen that heart shape somewhere else in this room.
Okay. Thought there might be something. Heart shape. Oh, the record. Aha! Okay. I wish I could run.
I remember. The light bulbs look just like the picture on the Pelvis Crestley record.
I did it wrong.
That's more
Okay.
fun than it should be.
That should be it.
Now I remember. The light bulbs look
Oh,
just like the
goddammit.
picture on the Pelvis Crestley record.
All right. How wrong did I get it? No, I had it right, didn't I? Oh, I see where I got it wrong. This one's a little too high. Interesting. Interesting apparatus to get to your attic. This kid must, really like
This
secret
family's
rooms.
disposable income is outrageous.
Oh, I know, right?
I always knew they were hiding something.
Installing that probably cost more than I make in a year.
I bet there are all kinds of horrific secrets lurking up there.
Hey. Cute dog. Anything more to look at? No.
Oh, it's just a dusty old attic.
Oh!
Oh, hello, spooky bear. Feels like he's watching me.
Start chasing me now.
Everything in here is covered in dust, except this bear. And there's light coming from behind him. What are you hiding, spooky bear?
Before I move the evil-looking bear, I'm going to look around.
Dozens of old boxes covered in dust and cobwebs, filled with toys, school projects, and old trophies.
Attics, where dreams go to die.
Sweet. Let's try moving the evil bear.
Smothered by a giant teddy bear. What an end that would have been. Just as I suspected. A hidden staircase.
Haha! But what's with the window? I probably can't open the window.
Aha! A way out of here. Locked. But where is the lock?
On the outside. Why can't I run? Interesting. Tim, huh?
Jenny was no stranger to the labs at Gumboldt, but she'd never seen anything quite like this.
Susie, a secret chemist. Oh my god, she is!
Certainly not inside someone's house.
Huh. She's a mad scientist.
Hey! What are you doing up here?
Susie Glatz. Smells like candy. Why are you...
Kind to a fault. Jenny's cousin was also the most popular girl in town.
The leClues are the cousins? The leClues are cousins to the Glatzes? Huh. Also, why? Why are you smelling your cousin?
Oh, hi, Jenny. You should be in bed resting. What are you doing up here?
I should ask you the same question.
I'm trying to escape. What are you up to?
What is all this equipment? And why is there a secret elevator running from your room to the attic?
Oh, you must mean my collection of teddy bears.
I'll cut to the chase.
Don't play dumb with me, Susan Glatz. These bears are hiding nothing. And that one's wearing a welding helmet.
Well, there's a simple explanation for that.
Yeah, what is it?
There are just too many to fit in my bedroom.
Susie, clearly something's weighing heavily on your mind. Take a deep breath and answer the question honestly. I promise you'll feel better.
It's not what you think. This is where teddy bears. I have vintage bears, new bears, rare collectible bears.
Enough! Stop avoiding the question. You don't need to hide anything. You can be honest with me.
I can't. You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
Susie's secret was the kind you took to the grave. A shameful, dark secret.
That she's a genius?
A secret so shocking she feared she would lose everything. Her friends would abandon her. Her family would disown her. She'd never find true love.
Oh God! I'm going to die alone! You can't tell anyone. You have to promise me.
Fine, just stop whimpering like a lost puppy. You're embarrassing yourself.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah?
This is my secret laboratory.
I could tell.
Where I design and test my inventions.
Your laboratory, where you invent things.
Yes.
Her secret is she's a nerd.
You, a cheerleading, horse-riding, dress-wearing debutante.
Yes.
I want to believe you, Susie, but you know how crazy that sounds.
That's why you can't tell anyone. If people found out, I'd lose everything.
Could it be true? Was Susie Glatz, in fact, a secret nerd genius? Was she really leading a double life?
There's only one way to find out. Susan Quincy Glatz, I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions.
Hell yeah. Interrogate the child. Well, there's your answer.
Pink bows, fluffy bears, stylish clothes. She can't possibly be a scientist. Do you really expect me to believe that you aren't obsessed with boy bands and the color pink? Brain or bimbo? Which one is it?
She could be both.
I am a scientist. But I also believe in the importance of good skincare and the power of matching accessories.
You sound ridiculous.
You can be both, Jenny.
Susie couldn't be pretty, popular, and smart. That was just greedy. Seeing textbooks strewn about the floor reminded Jenny of something.
My journal! I need to get my stuff back. Where are my clothes?
Oh, Gerald took them.
Gerald?
Who the hell is Gerald?
Our butler.
Of course you have a butler.
He's taken them to be cleaned and pressed. They'll be ready in a few days.
Well, I need them. Now.
I've got a dress that would be perfect for you. It's got purple bows, and the sequins will really bring out the color of your eyes.
What color? Her eyes are black.
No, thank you. I'd rather be burned to death.
That's polite.
No one's gonna take me seriously in a purple ball gown. And where's my other stuff? Don't tell me Gerald's got my journal. It's irreplaceable.
Like I'd let that nosy old fool see your diary.
It's not a diary. It's my case notes.
Right, of course. I have a place to keep her secrets. I put all your stuff in the lockbox under my pillows.
Are you kidding me? No wonder my head hurts.
Jenny needed to recover her journal and the Dean's ring, but she wasn't quite finished with Susie.
Susie's character theme on the soundtrack is called Best Friends Forever, I'd Rather Be Burned to Death. She's got that button. Why can't I go over there? Is that something to find after this interaction? Oh well. Death rays!
All this stuff looks authentic, but that doesn't mean it belongs to Susie. If this is really your lab, what does that thing do?
That's Tim. He's a thermal imaging machine. He uses reflected thermographic projections to infer death-related topography in subsurface bodies.
You tell her.
Come again?
He lets you see inside stuff.
Well, what about that thing?
That's Judy Kate, a gamma-ray induction polygraph.
And that?
Hydraulically propelled telemetric manipulator.
And this?
That's a T-set.
Not that she'd recognize that.
What? I like to drink tea.
How did you get all this stuff up here anyway? And without being seen?
You'd be surprised how much you can hide on a giant stuffed teddy bear.
I know what's going on here. You've stolen all this stuff. And you're planning to sell it all to buy more fluffy cushions or pink horses or something.
I knew I liked Susie.
I didn't steal anything. Some of the parts are from my father's factory. The rest I bought with my allowance.
That's some allowance.
Yeah, seriously. Rich kids.
If you didn't steal it, why are you worried about people finding out?
I'm head cheerleader. I'm captain of the equestrian team. If the other girls knew about this, they'd laugh me all the way to the back of the cafeteria.
Why do you care what they think?
It's not just them. If my parents found out about my lab, they'd kill me.
Why? Don't they want you to be a scientist?
I think they'd like me to marry a scientist. Dad says science is a man's job.
Oof!
Girls are supposed to bake pies and become prom queen.
Ugh, everyone in Arthurton is stuck in the past.
If anyone else showed him the things I've created, he'd call them a genius and make them his lead scientist.
So tell him. Prove him wrong.
I just can't. You have to keep my secret. I'm begging you, Jenny.
Poor Susie. All of her secrets laid bare. Jenny couldn't help but feel...
disgusted.
Maybe there was more to Susie than she had first presumed.
Alright, and now the button. About moonbeams, head cheerleader, paper shaker.
Gumbold pin. The Dean was wearing one the day he died.
Could Susie have played a part in the Dean's death? All of Jenny's instincts told her it wasn't possible, but she needed to know for sure.
You smell nice. What perfume is that?
Oh, thanks. It's called Innocent.
Innocent. Alright.
I remember you were wearing it last Thursday at the lake.
I was.
What did you do that day, after you left?
Peggy and I took Veronica home. She was really upset.
And you were there all afternoon?
Yes. Why?
How close is Veronica's house to the library?
I don't understand. Why do you want to know all this?
I need to rule you out as a suspect.
Suspect? Why would I be a suspect?
You're certainly very good at keeping secrets.
I didn't do anything. Just ask Peggy or Veronica.
Okay, I believe you, but they would absolutely cover for you.
I don't know why you're friends with them. They are terrible character witnesses.
First Veronica, then Keith, and now me. I never thought I'd say this, but sometimes you can be a real... jerk.
What were you saying about Keith?
Well, you didn't exactly make things easier for him, did you? You don't remember, do you? Oh, well, I suppose it wasn't that bad.
What do you mean?
After you interrupted the Reverend's eulogy, and after Keith asked you to stop, you tripped and knocked over the Dean's casket.
Oof.
And I guess they hadn't secured the lid properly, because he rolled right out.
Oh.
Horrified gasps as you collapsed and fell into his open grave.
Oh.
And that's why everyone's so worried about you.
It all came flooding back. She had tried to defend her mum and repair her relationship with Keith. Instead, she had ruined everything. Jenny had lost her best friend.
You should talk to Keith. I'm sure he'll forgive you.
It's not that simple. He thinks my mom killed his dad.
She felt the distance between them grow with every passing minute.
This sucks for Jenny. I mean, she is kind of a jerk, but...
How could she face him without answers?
I have to find the Dean's real killer.
Jenny was confident that Susie wasn't involved in the Dean's murder. She wasn't evil.
Just insufferable. Alright, I'm gonna grab my stuff and get out of here.
Oh, while you're wandering around, can you find some parts for me? I need a battery and a transistor to finish this device.
What? No!
It's a death rate for incinerating the Dean's real killer.
I did something for you.
It was true. Susie had kept Jenny's journal safe. And the Dean's ring. She'd even revealed her darkest secret to Jenny.
Fine! Enough already! What's a transistor?
Oh! It's an electronic voltage regulator that...
Just tell me what it looks like.
It's a tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs. If you can't find one in my bedroom, there are some old boxes in the attic.
I just realized that kind of sounds like a virus.
Yeah. Transistor and battery. Got it.
Go, Jenny!
I've got to get out of here.
Now I can look at the thing. Yeah! The T-set sticker. Alright. Can I talk to her? What are you making?
Bunch of old science fair projects.
They had all been submitted by Anonymous, and they'd all won first prize.
Good for her.
These awards should be hanging on the walls downstairs.
It was sad to see all these marvelous accomplishments hidden away in the attic. Susie wanted so badly to please her parents, to live up to their expectations of what a Glatz girl should be. She never even told them she'd entered the science fairs.
That sucks. Poor Susie. Susie is unironically my favorite character.
3 legs.
That's not a transistor, that's a plug. Susie's unironically my favorite character in this game so far.
Transistor to me. Now, where can I find a battery?
Pull it out of the pig. Back downstairs. Tear it out of the evil pig. Cannibalize the horrible doll.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pig, but I need your batteries.
I love you. I love you.
This will only hurt for a second.
Oh, Susie's not going to be happy.
You're my best friend.
Thank you, Pig, for donating your body to science. That's Susie's stuff taken care of, but I still haven't found my own. She said it was under the pillow in her bed.
I mean, I can deliver this stuff to her now. And then get my stuff. I did promise. Well, I suppose I should grab my stuff and then go back upstairs with it. Wow, you slept on that.
Let's see. Stars, lips, hearts, and beakers. What would a girl like Susie use as a password?
Okay, that turns all three very quickly. Oh, I've got to turn it like this. Okay. Okay, so I have the inner and outer rings correctly. Done correctly. Haha! Ah, it's not that simple. Oh well. Okay, so it's not just lining up the beakers. Oh, I guess it is.
Clever.
Hooray!
Jenny hid the ring in her pocket and flipped through the pages of her journal.
Where's my stickers?
No obvious signs of tampering. At least Susie knows how to mind her own business. I'll give her the battery and transistor, and then I'll find a way out of this place.
I wish I could run.
Here you go.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Now, back to the task at hand. Making my escape.
Don't you want to know what these parts are for?
Only if it will help me get out of here.
Ah! Careful! That's a stick of dynamite!
Why do you have dynamite?
Dynamite? Are you crazy? You could have blown me to bits.
I did say be careful.
What are you making bombs for?
They're not bombs. They're silent explosives.
So, bombs.
Silent explosives?
Think about it. Dynamite that doesn't make a sound. Impossible, you say? Not at all. My first breakthrough came when I discovered the unique properties of...
I can use this to blow my way out of here.
Don't blow up her house.
The explosion might be silent, but I think my mom would notice if part of the house was missing.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for the show and tell, but it's time for me to go.
And how exactly are you going to leave without being seen?
I'm glad you asked, Susan. I'll be making my exit through the window in the attic. Once I found a way to unlock it.
Oh, you're out of luck there. My parents are super security conscious. All the windows are locked electromagnetically.
Electromagnetically? Interesting.
Where are the controls?
Downstairs, in Dad's study.
I can't get there without being seen. Is there some kind of override?
It's impossible to open them from up here, unless there was a total power failure.
Well then, I know exactly what to do.
Okay, well, I'll be here if you need help.
How do I shut off the power? How do I overload the power grid? Escaping Glatz Manor.
What does this machine do?
That's Judy, Kate. She's a portable lie detector.
Portable?
Portable?
It's 18 feet tall and bolted to the floor.
Yeah, well, I'm still working on that part. But she can detect a lie with 98% accuracy.
That's quite a claim. Let's see.
Good evening, small human.
Oh, she's got a face and a nose.
Judy Kate, arbiter of truth, detector of lies.
Arbiter of truth, detector of lies.
Since this is the first time we have met, I will need to calibrate. To begin, please answer this simple question. What is the meaning of life?
What? How am I supposed to answer that?
Ha. 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 Just kidding.
Oh, sorry. I've been experimenting with her personality chip. She's using humor to build a better rapport with subjects.
Still needs some work.
To begin, please tell me your name.
I'll calibrate.
My name is Jenny leClue.
Welcome, Jenny leClue. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
Susan Glatz read my journal while I was sleeping.
Uh-oh.
I think I broke it.
It's okay. Her fuse just tripped. She gets very sensitive if you lie to her, especially if it's a big lie.
Susan's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But don't worry, she'll reset in a minute.
Interesting.
Gold's not magnetic.
Hey! What did you do? Oh, that's just Maggie. She helps me find things I've dropped on the floor.
That's impractical. Well, she told me the truth.
It belonged to a friend. I'm taking care of it for him.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, I mean, why would a ring made of gold stick to a magnet?
Yeah, good question.
Unless...
I called that out. I called that out before they did.
There's something more to it. Which of these machines did you say could see inside things?
Excuse me, Tim. We need your help.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there.
It's the Netflix face.
My name is Tim, the thermal imaging machine. Metal, plastic, wood. There's nothing I can't see inside. Except, of course, your innermost thoughts.
Look, I don't need a best friend. I just need him to examine the ring.
Ouch. That hurt my feelings.
Go easy on him. He's quite sensitive.
You are a super genius if you're designing artificial intelligence that has feelings.
Ugh. Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Oh, how wonderful it is to meet you, my new friend. How can I be of service?
I need you to look inside something for me.
I'd be delighted to. Please place the object on my soft, velvety platform. Come to me, tiny object of vast mystery and import. Reveal to me your deepest secrets. Swim in my warm bath of gamma rays.
Gamma's not safe.
I'm peering deeply inside you. Ooh, what's that? still.
Okay.
I've never seen one of those before. Fascinated. Oh, the wonders I have seen.
Can you explain the wonders?
Well, spit it out already.
One moment, please, while I paint you a picture of the journey we just shared.
Huh.
I knew there was something special about this ring.
Is the ring... is that a button?
It's full of tiny cogs and gears.
No, I guess it spins? The face of the ring spins?
I've never seen such intricate craftsmanship.
I need to borrow your microscope. Tiny buttons hidden in plain sight. Clever. I wonder what they do.
Aha. Okay. So you... So backwards around the saying. Whoa!
The ring opened up like a flower.
Why would the Dean have a ring like this?
Whatever its true purpose, one thing was clear. This ring was important.
Important enough to kill for? Dean Stroudsbury, what were you involved in?
Did you say Dean Stroudsbury?
Uh-oh.
What ring is that really?
Uh-oh.
Susie had entrusted her deepest, darkest secret to Jenny. The least Jenny could do was be honest with her.
It's the Dean's ring. Well, it was.
You stole the Dean's ring?
Technically, I found it.
Jenny, you've got to turn that into the police. It could be important evidence.
Considering the police think my mom is the Dean's murderer, I certainly won't be handing it over to them.
But what if they ask me about it? I can't lie to them. I'm a terrible liar.
It's not lying. It's just leaving out the parts that don't concern them.
I can't go to jail. My parents will disown me, and my reputation will be ruined.
No one's going to jail, as long as we protect each other. I'll keep your secret. You keep mine.
Well, that's a threat.
Friends.
Sure.
Be friends with the girl, Jenny. Come on, she's so nice.
Now go back to whatever mad science experiment you were doing. I've got a window to open.
Complex formulas filled the large chalkboard. Clearly the work of a genius.
I don't see a ladder. How'd she get up there?
Okay, she's secretly smart. We get it. What is all this anyway?
Oh, that? I'm working on a proof to help me pick the perfect prom dress.
You've got to be kidding me.
I know. I'm not sure it can be done either, but I've got to try. It's the biggest decision a girl has to make.
How old are these kids?
Gross.
Uh-oh!
That stupid robot just tried to kill me.
Oh, be careful. Claude is very fragile.
Claude? Oh, because he's a claw. Come on.
Fragile? It's enormous.
I haven't finished calibrating him yet. If you want to help, get him to pick some things up and put them down again. He needs the practice. Just don't pick up anything too heavy.
Can I use him to pick up Tim? Sorry, Susie.
Must have been too heavy.
Please be gentle with Claude. He's only a prototype, and I'm out of replacement parts.
I got it!
In the back of Jenny's brilliant mind, a plan was forming.
Okay.
I know exactly how to get out of here.
She's the second smartest person in the room by a wide margin, Arthur.
How can I escape from Glatz Manor?
Judy. Tim. Tim uses a lot of power.
No, that's not it. I'm missing something.
Okay, Judy and the robot arm in the window. Damn, I finally failed. I finally failed one. I'm embarrassed.
When I overload the robot arm, it sparks and fuses. And when I light a Judy cage, she nearly overloads the power supply. So if I could overload them at the same time, then I might be able to short the power and open the window in the attic.
Try convincing Susie of that.
But Jenny couldn't operate both machines by herself.
Susie?
Yes?
I need your...
Asking Susie for help was worse than having a tooth pulled out.
I need you to do something.
Of course. What can I do to help?
I didn't say I needed your help.
Oh, sorry.
I don't owe you anything.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Go stand by Judy, Kate.
All right. But why?
No time for questions. Just wait for my instructions.
All right. What lie are we going to make her tell?
Susie, are you ready?
Welcome back, Susie Glatz. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
Okay, I'm ready. What should I do now?
Just hold on until I give the signal.
Judy Kate should have just lit up truth.
The robot arm strained under the weight of the giant metal object.
Okay, Susie. Tell a lie. And make it a big one.
Oh, okay. A big lie. Ooh, I've got just the thing. I'm wearing black socks.
That's not a big lie.
No, Susie. A big lie. Something terrible.
I'm just no good at lying.
Tell Judy Kate you killed Dean Strasberry.
What? That's horrible. I can't say that.
Do you want to help or not?
Yes, but...
Then hurry up and say it.
Okay. I killed the Dean?
Louder!
I killed the Dean.
Bigger!
I killed Dean Strasberry.
Say it like you mean it!
I murdered Dean Strasberry. Bashed his brains in. Now I danced on his grave.
Now she's trapped in the dark. Oh, Susie's mad.
Wow. That was messed up.
Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible person.
As Susie Glatz contemplated every bad thing she'd ever done in her life,
Oh, now I feel bad.
Jenny heard the unmistakable sound of success.
It worked.
Oh, I better hurry. Let's go talk to Susie, since it seems like it's just unlocked for good. I guess I can't talk to her. Okay, well, time to slowly walk back.
Jenny! You can't leave now. It's past curfew.
Watch me.
Well, you can't go out wearing pajamas.
I'm not playing dress up with you while my mom is trapped in jail for a crime she didn't commit. The real killer is still out there.
And what if you find him? What then?
Jenny paused. She hadn't thought that far ahead.
What are you going to do in your pajamas, kid?
Aren't you scared?
Of course Jenny was scared, but she would never admit that to Susie.
My mom always says, a great detective shows courage in the face of danger. Now is the time to be courageous.
Well, let me help you. We can work out a plan together.
Sorry, Susie, but I work alone.
You shouldn't.
At least take this with you then. So we can stay in touch.
Oh, sweet. Susie Talkie.
Fine, I'll take it.
Accepted help 3 times. Huh.
But don't call me. I'll call you.
Okay, good luck. And be careful. There's still a killer out there.
I'll be fine.
Jenny, you won't tell anyone about my lab, right?
I won't.
Only if you cover for me.
Of course. I'm always here for you. We're going to be best friends, Jenny leClue. I just know it.
Aw.
Sure.
Poor
Right after I sign up
Susie.
for cheerleading.
Poor Susie. I feel so bad for Susie.
To catch a real killer, Jenny needed her detective gear. But that was at home, across town and swarming with police. It wasn't wise to travel through town after curfew. To avoid being caught, she'd have to find another way home. Excellent, thought Jenny. Time to exercise my sneaking muscles.
I don't think that's how it would be described. Oh, okay. Cedric. I think this is going to be another extended scene, and we're almost at 4 hours. How do you feel about cutting it a little short today? And ending here. Because I've also got date night tonight, because it's Valentine's Day. I am enjoying this, though. This is pretty cool. When this story goes hard, it goes hard. The next part is pretty lengthy. It's a good place to stop. Excellent. Let's stop here then. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. This is pretty good. Oh, I feel so bad for Susie. I feel so bad for Susie. She's my favorite. Jenny, stop being such a jerk. Feels like we're getting a long arc of how much Jenny is a jerk to everyone and has to gradually learn her lesson all at once. Well, gradually or all at once? Gotta pick one there, but I know what you mean. Yeah, Susie's my favorite. I'm liking this story. I haven't been handed a bunch of pieces of the mystery yet, though. Or any clues yet, though. Like I don't have any clues as to who could have done this. Jenny's a flawed character in an understandable way. Yeah, and she's narrowly missing hitting a button that I hate getting pressed, which is a character who just embarrassingly makes a fool of themselves or does stupid things. that makes it hard for me to watch stuff. And, like, she's a jerk, and she has a hard time accepting other people's help, but that's under the player's control, and the way it's written takes the edge off it. I actually knew a Susie in high school. She was a cheerleader who got made fun of by the other cheerleaders for taking AP classes. Oh. Poor kid. How appropriate. Man. These poor kids. But yeah, that's where we're going to end for today. Give me 1 second. So I'll read my schedule and then get off. Let me see here. Tomorrow will be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. Sunday will be Horizon Zero Dawn for a patron. Monday I will not be streaming because I've got a doctor's appointment in the afternoon. Tuesday I'll be playing Root Double Before Crime After Days for a patron. Wednesday I have UFO 50 marked on the schedule, but Teddy hasn't decided what he wants me to play that day. Next Thursday, I'll be continuing Chained Echoes for a patron, and next Friday will be Tactical Breach Wizards for a patron. Yeah, this is written in a way where she's going to get better. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like, I can see it's not stupidity, it's room for character development, and that takes the edge off it. She's going to learn the lesson rather than just be dumb. And like it's clear that she has a hard time opening up to people. And that's already coming into play. And that's something that the story's going to work on with her. But yeah, no, I'm liking this a lot. I'm liking this a lot. But that'll be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.